Get some 8% seltzer shipped right to your house. We got the peach, we got the watermelon, we got the pina colada, and the blue raspberry. We are currently live in over 300 stores in Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, the Outer Banks in North Carolina. And if you're heading out to the Major League ballparks this summer, make sure to check us out in the Miami Marlins Stadium, as well as Tropicana Field, home to the Tampa Bay Rays, as well as the Tampa Bay Rowdies. We are live inside all three stadiums. So if you're down in Florida this year, check us out. Go to hardafseltzer.com today and check your store locator or order them right to your house.
Welcome to Drinking Bros, presented by GhostBed.com.
Yeah, welcome to the NFL week. What are we in? The ocho? Siete? Seven? Eight? We're in eight already? God, it feels like a lifetime, D'Anthony. It feels like a lifetime. Week 8's Pick'em show. Why am I saying this so depressed at the top of the show? Well, we're brought to you by MyBookie.com. And they're keeping the thing in place of 110% now. They took it away, and then they give it back, probably because I've lost every single fucking NFL game for the last 2 weeks, and it seems like a lot of you out there are. Is Connor Stallions watching me make these picks or something? Like, fuck, dude. It's nuts, man. But go to MyBookie.com, use that promo code Drinkin Bros. It'll more than double your first deposit to up to 110%. 110%, bro, is what you're going to get back over there. They've extended it one more week. Shout out to MyBookie for doing this. We got fucking murdered this weekend, and I can't believe it. But at the top of the show here, also can't believe that the Arizona Diamondbacks came back from down 3-2 to win the series, and now I don't give a shit about the World Series, Dan.
The killer was fucking ex-Brave Craig Cabral blowing that 4-run lead.
He was a plant.
Maybe.
He was a plant the whole time.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, they win that game and the series is pretty much over. And that's how quickly it can turn.
Would have been because Wheeler won his game.
Yeah.
By the way, speaking of a Braves connection, do you want to know what I saw like an hour ago while I was taking a dump?
What's that?
Turds coming out of your butt?
I do like to pull the sort of like somersault position and watch, but
Well, it's difficult in there. It's room's tight.
Yeah, it is. You remember near the end of the regular season with the Braves, like second to last thing when we swept the Cubs?
Yeah.
And Seiya Suzuki dropped that literal gimme pop fly. He catches that ball, the Diamondbacks probably don't make the playoffs. He catches that can of corn. The Diamondbacks do not make the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, look, they were 84-78, 6 games above 500. I don't give a shit about the World Series now. I posted something in Drinkin Bros Sports on Facebook. Join, by the way. It's free if you want to. People are like, no, this is going to be the greatest series. No, it's not. And I can promise you this. As soon as they get the ratings in and they lose all these advertising dollars that were going to be jacked up for, the Braves or any other the good teams there, the Astros or whoever is actually good, then they're going to change this fucking format next year. I promise you.
Who gives a shit about ratings? I mean,
they do.
I mean, sure, but like,
it's a business.
If you're just a human being and you just want to watch a baseball game, who cares? Like, do we hate upsets now? Objectively, like, I'm pissed off the Phillies lost, but like,
no, it's not. It's not that. It's for Major League Baseball. It's the Phoenix is a large city, but a small market with regard to baseball. You know what I mean? And that's not good.
I think they're less upset when it's like a what do you call it? Like a scrappy Cardinals team.
Yeah.
Got the wild
or even
card.
the White Sox in 2005. Nobody saw that coming. They won the World Series. There were other teams, like the Yankees were really good that year. There were a lot of teams that should have won the World Series. White Sox came out of nowhere and won it, but it's still Chicago. You know what I mean?
Listen,
I want to see the best play the best. And
well,
that's
the best
difference.
is playing. The best is playing right now because Adolis Garcia has 7 home runs and 20 RBI in this postseason. The record for most RBI in a single postseason is 21. So he will break that record. Probably in the first fucking game.
Yeah.
So history is at least being made.
It's on the Diamondbacks front for me.
Can we just talk, though?
Yeah.
I want to say something.
Well, Ketel Marte has a fucking 16-game hitting streak to start his Major League Baseball
I don't
career.
even know who that is.
He's a very good fucking baseball player.
Yeah, just because you don't know who they are doesn't mean they're not good. They're young. They're super
The Diamondbacks
young.
are crazy young, yeah. I just want to say, I was screaming this on Monday Morning Recap probably 2 weeks ago. Can we talk about Bryce Harper getting 2 hits over the last 5 games? And maybe he's not this fucking God King October dude.
Can we talk about how Trey Turner was an absolute no-show?
Yeah. Look.
Yeah, at least Bryce played pretty fucking great defense at first. Trey Turner booted. He had like 4 or 5 errors in this
He was
postseason.
very error prone.
It was not good.
But let's just calm down on crowning a guy Mr. October before he doesn't even have a fucking.
I love him. He can't do it on his own. That's the frustrating thing for me about baseball.
But this is twice now. This is twice.
I mean,
this is twice. Actually, it's technically 3 times, 3 years in a row.
He runs out of gas.
Yeah, because like down the stretch against the Braves, when the Braves came back in 21 when they won the World Series, during the same period of games, he hit like 120 or something like that with very few home runs, very few RBI, in the same amount of time. Austin Riley hit 400, and the Braves overtook them at 1. And Harper still won MVP. I thought that was crazy, right?
Yeah.
The following year in the World Series, where was he?
He hit
You know what I
200,
mean?
right?
He hit 200.
Right.
And then this year, in the first series, he was fine. In this series,
He was great against the Braves too. He was great in the first 2 games of this series.
yeah, and then kind of disappeared. So it's
completely
like
disappeared.
But nobody's great all the time.
No, and again, I think it's one of my frustrations with baseball as opposed to, like, let's say the NBA, where a Steph Curry could take over, a Kobe or something like that. You really are dependent on so many different fucking people to do their jobs that it's like the Kimbrel thing you were talking about earlier. It's like there's so many fucking different components to it. Me personally, look, it's 2 wild card teams. I'm not that juiced off about it. Maybe you are.
Rangers are dope.
It's going to be wild card
probably
teams
the
from here on out.
It's Creed. Like, Creed for me is the only thing that I'm excited about.
The
And if-
Rangers roster is fun as fuck.
And-
Corey Seager is the Bryce Harper you haven't heard of in terms of just hitting absolute fucking
The
bombs.
Diamondbacks are just early. So, like, a lot of these guys could become something.
They could, but the Diamondbacks remind me of like those Marlins teams back in the day where it was like, oh yeah, Gary Sheffield was fucking dope, but they had to go somewhere else.
Yeah, but that's
for me to care.
They got Gary Sheffield from Milwaukee, I think, right?
Maybe LA. Well, he was on Milwaukee really early.
Yeah, but
maybe
he on?
it was LA after.
I think it was LA after.
Okay.
So yeah, it's all homegrown over there.
Yeah.
And by the way,
Everybody.
that Marlins team in
Except for Longoria.
That Marlins team in 2003 had at least 2 Hall of Famers on it.
Yep.
And was he a rookie? Cabrera. Miguel
I
Cabrera?
forget.
Yeah,
but
it was.
They sold,
Against the Yankees? Yeah.
they sold all of them off
They
after the
did.
series.
The
Why
Diamondbacks
do
will
that?
not be selling them off.
No.
This could become a really, really cool team.
Yeah.
right.
And by the way, Seager, postseason career, 16 home runs, 42 RBI. Like, he's climbing up the list. I think the most postseason home runs is like 21 or something like that for a career, something like that. I don't know, but if Texas stays good for the next couple of years, he'll probably beat it.
Well, tell me how it ends. Because Friday night and Saturday night's football for me. When's the next 2 games? Monday and Tuesday, I think.
It'll be Friday, Saturday, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Monday Night Football. I'll be locked into Monday Night Football. I might check out Tuesday then. Give it a go.
I mean, at least
See how things are going.
take a peek if they go to 6 and 7.
Look, 7, I'll watch anything. So I'll watch a fucking WNBA game for 7. So yeah, if it goes 7, sure. If Creed does the fucking national anthem, then yeah, I'll watch the goddamn game.
And by the way, I don't want to fully shit on Bryce Harper here. He has a 165 WRC plus in the postseason. He's an objectively great October hitter. I just couldn't listen to the narrative anymore.
Sure.
And by the way, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Why don't you point to your ring finger while you say that?
Yeah.
Like your fucking jerk off team.
Oh, at least we have a Super Bowl.
Wait, Bob's got one, I think, right?
Yeah, the Rams won one.
Yeah, Rams got one.
You're not a Rams fan. You don't have
I'm
an
a nothing
NFL
fan
team.
now. Yeah.
Who is your NFL team?
I don't have an NFL team now.
Oh, after they left, you were like, fuck it, I'm out.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
But you got one, right? Didn't they have one?
They got one.
Yeah,
in
okay.
99.
Well, to be fair,
Falcons still don't have one.
also, you can't bitch as a St. Louis fan because LA took their team back.
I don't care.
Nah.
That's our land. It's our
Yeah, it's Native Americans never got their land back, brother. And as far as the Connor Stallions thing, Dan and I have decided we're just going to wait for this to shake out, maybe 3 or 4 more days, and then just do a full episode on it because it is fucking relentless how much crazy shit is coming out. I read about the Michigan Manifesto, the text messages about him being known as the SeatGeek sniper, him fucking assistants on the team. Like, this is going to get crazier and crazier. I can promise you that. I heard that laptop is worse than Hunter Biden's, and I can't wait for all of this. It seems surreal. Like, none of this seems real, what's going on with this guy, his name, the program, all of it. Like, I can't believe it, man. And it's every hour something else is coming out.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
So we'll wait till next week and do a full Connor Stallions episode. But holy shit, it's wild. In the meantime, though, let's get to how horrific I was last week, kids. You know the rules here, all right? I go over last week's picks with you guys, and then we'll go to this week's. I don't know what to say anymore. I really don't. I mean, it's almost become a running joke now at this point. Every fucking bet that I've made is lost. Even the Monday night bet. I mean, this is just bad. So week 7, we'll start off with the Jaguar Saints. I had a really great streak going on fake news. It was mybookie.com, promo code Drinkin Bros. We'll jack that deposit up 110%. Is our sponsor on the fake news shows. I think I was like 9-1-1, and then I've lost the last 2, including this Thursday night game. This was Jaguars Saints. I gave this huge speech on the show last week about the fucking travel, and they'll be exhausted, and they can't be playing. Trevor Lawrence is going to be hurt. And I forgot that David Carr was the quarterback of the Saints, and the Saints are going to Saint. Like, that's stupid. I blame myself for that one. He came through late. Trevor Lawrence played. It's the knight in shining arbor and destroyed the fucking spread on that one. I lost. All right? Good for you, you fucking morons. Now, the game I didn't bet was this next one, Raiders-Bears. This was every bit as awful as we thought it was going to be. This is 30-12. The Raiders had 12 fucking points in this game, dude.
Loser organization.
Yep.
And to be honest, I guess we can have a conversation about this, but I feel like there's some people that are going to be traded, right? The deadline's the 31st. It's Halloween night.
Yep.
Or Halloween at 6 p.m.
Yes.
6 p.m. Eastern, so 5 our time.
Yep.
A lot of rumors that Chase Young's on the move. But I don't know how big of a needle mover that's going to be. I'll tell you what it would make it a needle mover. If he went to the Chiefs to play 30 to 35 snaps the way Jordan is doing in fucking Philly right now on the opposite side of fucking Chris Jones, that would be a big fucking deal, right? Something like that. But he's not going to come in and be a starter difference maker, I don't think, because he hasn't been on the team he's on now. But picking up a guy like that for a 4th, 5th round draft pick or something like that, and just having him for it's the same thing with Von Miller at fucking LA a couple years ago.
Yeah, dude.
Like, that would be huge for a contender.
I'd be a perfect fit on the Chiefs.
And to be honest, like, I don't know. Do you guys know of any receivers who have moved mid-year that had outstanding because OBJ came in, but he wasn't traded. He was a free agent. Has anybody been traded mid-season where they popped in and just lit it the fuck up?
Mari Cooper.
For the Cowboys?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Man. Not really.
Because it just pass rush is pass rush, right? That's there's certainly scheme going on, but it's athleticism. You got to come in and learn a new system. And Devontae Adams is great, no question about that. But coming in and learning a new system on short notice is fucking that's hard. That shit's hard, man.
It's hard, man. Those playbooks in the NFL are not what they are in college. Connor Stallions, but
and that's a big contract for him too. But I have heard that these are just rumors right now. But the Bills looking at Derrick Henry, trying to get him.
Great fit as well.
Would be.
It'd be amazing up there.
I mean, you'd have a 6'5", 260-pound quarterback and a 6'3", 250-pound running back.
God damn. It'd be great.
Just like, do you talk about tush push? I don't give a fuck how much Jalen Hurts can fucking leg press.
Now, this we saw last year when 49ers got McCaffrey. What a difference that made, man.
Immediately.
I mean, they were Super Bowl contenders. The same thing would happen with the Bills over there.
And are you talking about like Jared Cook as a second running back now?
Uh-huh.
would probably average more yards a game than he is now, just playing off of fucking Derrick Henry's. So, I mean, we'll see. I don't know. I mean, it takes so much to get a trade done in the NFL.
I have a feeling, though, there'll be a couple big ones this year. Even in this Bears-Raiders game we were talking about here. By the way, both of these have been mentioned for Jim Harbaugh. Once he leaves Michigan, and shit, that could be as early as next week.
But Jim Harbaugh, he's not going to the Raiders, right? I mean, that's a toxic, upside-down organization. The 49ers, that's a good organization. To coach in, that's a good place to go.
It is.
Going to the Raiders, like the Bears could be problematic sometimes, personnel-wise, but I feel like Harbaugh's got the gravitas to get the job, like get the people he wants in there and make moves. The Raiders are fucked up like a football bat. You know what I mean? Like I don't know that there's any saving that place.
I'm not sure.
Gerard's leaning fucking Vegas. We've thought the
Our
Bears.
buddy,
Yeah.
I think the Bears. And then we'll see what happens with Fields here. He didn't play this last week.
He's not playing this week either.
He's out this week, too, with an injury. So
yeah, P.J. Walker's going to start.
might be a good time to slide him on down to Atlanta. And then this next game, Browns-Colts, didn't touch this. But with Deshaun Watson here, the fuck do you do about this guy?
You know, it's year one. Wait, it's year two.
Year two?
So, you know, he's on the clock now for the worst trade in history, although I think...
because of the guaranteed money, by
Yeah,
the way.
yeah.
It was all that
Well,
was
it
the only
wasn't-
contract in the history of the NFL that's been all guaranteed for a quarterback.
It's not just the guaranteed money, though. I mean, what did the Broncos give up for Russell Wilson? Geno?
Yeah. Well, no, there was like a collection of picks.
Yeah.
But
like they
did the
got
Browns,
two first
right?
rounders.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson trade. Denver traded 3 players and 4 draft picks across the 22 and 23 drafts.
What picks, though? Were they 3rd and 4th and 5th round picks? Because I think Cleveland gave up 2 first rounders to get Deshaun Watson, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, the Seahawks got their 2022 first round pick.
Okay.
And their
So that's a pretty bad one, too.
their 2022 second round pick.
Oof.
And their 2022 fifth round pick. And then their 2023 first round pick and their 2023 second round pick.
That was
dude.
for Russell Wilson?
Yes, just for him.
And 3 players?
Yeah, dude.
What?
Yeah.
They've made all these picks already, obviously.
Yeah, they've
Yeah.
already made him. Hey, just out of curiosity, Bob.
I wonder who the picks were.
For
I
Deshaun
have it if you wanna
Watson.
see- if you wanna
Yeah,
hear.
tell
Yeah.
me the players.
Okay, so in 2022, the Seahawks in the first round at 9th overall got Charles Cross from Mississippi State, offensive
boy.
tackle.
Yes. One of the best in the league right now.
Second rounder was an edge rusher, Boy Mafe out of Minnesota.
I don't know him.
Fifth rounder was Tyreek Smith from Ohio State, linebacker. This year, they got the best cornerback in the draft at the first round with Devin Witherspoon.
Oh, that guy's a
Witherspoon.
fucking superstar.
Wait, he's from
dude.
what, Cincinnati or some
Illinois.
shit? Illinois. Yeah,
He's a
that's right.
superstar, that
And then
guy.
they got another edge rusher, Derek Hall from Auburn with that second.
Good.
Seahawks have been drafting really well.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
have.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have. They got fucking Jackson Smith and Jigman.
They're
at
loaded.
that team.
Offensively, they're loaded.
What about let's go down Deshaun Watson's then, because I want to hear the comparison.
Yeah, because that was were those first 2 picks with C.J. Stroud? Was that from Cleveland?
So they got the 13th overall pick from the 2022 first round, and then they get the Browns 2023 first round, 2024 first round, 2022 fourth round,
God damn.
2023 third round, and 2024 fourth round.
So what did they take with the 2023 first round?
Let me check.
At what number? Were they 13? They might have traded that up to get.
I think because the Browns didn't have the first pick in the draft. Did they?
no.
They had like the second or third.
before trading.
Yeah, second was C.J. Stroud. Third was Will Anderson Jr. So it was one of those 2 guys.
Yeah, no, the Bears traded back to.
Oh, that's right. They did
Yeah.
have 2 and 3. That's
Yep.
right. Yeah.
Yep. So, shit, dude, that's fucking terrible.
So we're talking about 2 candidates for the worst trade in NFL history. Plus the trade. Plus they gave these guys fucking massive, fully guaranteed deals.
yeah.
So you got to be spooked now as a GM.
And the
like
wi-
both of those guys should lose their jobs. You would think, right?
The wild thing is, dude, the Browns have a fucking rad defense here. I know this game was a little crazy, but
Yeah, but
they
their
lost like
defense is
9
good.
quarterbacks in this game for the Browns, and Myles Garrett, watching him play on Sundays, man, is really fucking fun.
This
And
is
then
the best
obviously-
he's ever played.
Yeah,
he looks fucking great.
He might win Defensive Player of the Year,
Yeah.
to be honest with you. But And then obviously when you're going up against a quarterback, a beast like Garner Minshew there, obviously Minshew's going to do what he does. He got over 300 again, 2 tutties. Like, that's just Minshew.
But he ran into a buzzsaw that is P.J. Walker.
He did, man.
Yeah, you can't.
He did. P.J. Walker came in and fucking saved this game. It's like, is it time to start starting him? And then what do you do, I guess, with the $200 million for Deshaun Watson? Like,
I mean, so much talent just coming out of Temple.
Yeah.
pouring out of there.
But I think
dripping in it.
Watson probably is the better candidate for worst trade ever.
Yep.
Because Wilson last year was rough, but he doesn't throw for a lot of yards. 7 average, 3,650 or so he's on pace for. 32 touchdowns, 10 interceptions he's on pace for. That's pretty good.
Remember when Ditka traded his entire draft for Ricky Williams?
Yeah, but he was high. He met with Ricky and he got a contact high. He was like, yeah, that's a good idea. Rating his rating this year is 99. Russell Wilson's.
Love balloons.
Yeah, so it's like he's actually doing pretty well, all things considered.
He's doing pretty average.
That's not average. 100 rating is not average.
No, that's fine. Look, they're not going to win with that.
They're fucked up from the ground up, man. But it's not necessarily all his fault. I think Watson. I think that might be the worst trade of all time.
We're getting close. We'll see how the rest of this year shakes out. Next up, Bills Patriots. Lost this game. Patriots came back and won. I can't figure this Bills team out, man. They need this fucking trade. They need something.
The Josh Allen memes this weekend.
God damn it, man!
They've got to take some pressure off of Josh Allen.
He is their entire team.
He's their entire team, and it's just watching this week in and week out. This Bills team is starting to remind me of the Tennessee Titans, where they'll look great, horrific, great, horrific. There's no consistency. They're 4-3 this year. I lost a shit ton of money. I lost a shit ton of money on the next game. The Redskins couldn't beat the fucking Giants with Tyrod Taylor as their starting quarterback. This is a 14-7 game.
Better quarterback.
That I got stuck watching because I had so much money on this, and it was in all my parlays, teasers, all my shit. Fuck this team, dude.
How do you have, though, Brian Robinson Jr., who's kind of a stud? I mean, he had a touchdown, but only 8 carries in the game.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? I mean, the Giants got a pretty decent defense, I guess. Front seven.
O-line is so bad. I think fucking he's on pace right now to be the most sacked quarterback of all time, passing Derek Carr.
Yeah, dude.
Let's see. I can look that up right quick.
Just,
He's already at, I believe, 40 sacks.
all of this was so bad. Like
he is at 40. Holy shit.
The Giants were the worst team in the NFL, and I thought this was a gimme. I mean, I had this teased down to like half a point and some. I mean, it was just.
Oh my God. He's on pace to get sacked 97 times this year.
Yes.
Isn't the record like 81?
I think it's in the 70s, so like I think 20
or
more.
78 or something.
Yeah.
God damn.
Not nuts.
So maybe they should trade
trash.
Trade Chase Young for an offensive lineman, probably. That's a good move for them, just for the future.
1 or 2.
Or at least for like somebody's first round or second round pick so you can get an offensive lineman because
I like Howell, dude. His arm is lively. He could be something, but they have no fucking line. And they lost to a horrific Giants team. Man, this game was awful. Next up, Falcons, Buccaneers. Look, just get a quarterback, Atlanta. They're 4-3. That's it. That's all you're missing. Instead, you're just kicking 5 field goals every goddamn game. The Chinese kid fucking made a 51-yarder to win it again.
His helmet. It was sick.
Yeah, it was really sick.
What's up with you guys?
Up
with you guys and Asian kickers? Didn't you have another place kicker that was Asian that was really good at kicking squibs and shit?
I forget.
Or the onside kick? What was that guy's name?
I don't know. This is just
drills a game winner and flips his helmet into the stands. It was awesome.
He's the entire offense. This guy. And I don't know what this coach is doing. Everybody likes the coach because he's kind of funny and he has a mustache and he gives fun interviews.
And he's a literal billionaire.
Fucking sucks. He fucking sucks. Ritter fucking sucks. Defense is great. Pitts, great. London, great. 2 great running backs.
How do you hate Arthur Smith?
I hate him. There's no way you can believe in Ritter, dude, with Heineke sitting there. I don't fucking get it, dude.
I don't think he does. I think he was just kind of like forced to they made that draft pick and now they realize Ritter sucks.
It doesn't, but the draft pick was late. It wasn't your first pick. It was like a second or third rounder.
I think he was a 4th rounder.
Yeah, exactly. So it's who gives a shit?
Second.
Whatever. Who gives a shit? There's no money invested in this guy, so fuck him, dude. Throw him into the goddamn ocean. Put him in Koo's helmet. Let him flip him up into the crowd. Get rid of Ritter. God damn it, man. They're 4-3. You could win. You could go to the playoffs. Put the guy on the bench in, trade for Fields, do something. You fucking losers. Hate this goddamn team.
Why?
Sorry.
They're going to win the division.
Are they?
Yeah.
On the Asian leg of fucking Koo?
They're
Yeah.
good.
They're going to win the
I know they're good. We need a quarterback. You can torch these people.
They're going to win the division and have to give up something to get into the top of the draft to get a quarterback.
Yeah,
probably.
I'm going to read you just the headline here, because this is the headline every single week and every single article about the Falcons. Koo's game-ending 51-yard field goal helps Falcons overcome Ritter's mistakes.
Right.
It's the same headline every single week.
You're building a foundation, so you're going to
The
get a quarterback.
foundation's there. You still got to put a roof on the house,
also-
or it's going to fucking flood.
Next year, there's so many fucking quarterbacks that are going to be in like the first 3 rounds. You're going to get a quarterback. You're going to be fine.
Look, you can trade for one now. You can put Heineke. See how Heineke does to this point, and then go out and draft one next year.
Ritter at least makes plays with his legs.
Oh God, he's so fucking. How many interceptions does this
He
guy
does
have?
suck, though.
He sucks. Next up, Pretenders sucks. All of my money was on this Lions game. All of it. This was -2 here. I believed in the Lions. I'm sorry. I want to make a personal apology to everybody who listens to this show. I believed in the Lions. I thought it was a fun story. I got swept up in the magic like it was my first time at Disney World. This team fucking sucks. This was 38-6.
God damn, dude. Calm down.
38-6.
It's one fucking game.
They're done. They're done.
Players fuck up. Sometimes you have a bad game.
They looked horrendous in this. I mean, another game that I was forced to watch all of. You know who was the real MVP, though, is YouTube TV. Do you have it, Dan?
I'm subscribed to everything.
The quad screens that they have for
yeah.
all the football games, and
That's
then
cool.
the way they let you, because it's not just NFL. They let you split I was watching the Phillies game and then the fucking Monday night game. It's awesome, man. God damn, those guys are living in the fucking future, man. Lions are still in the past here, 38-6. Just poop in your pants and go sit in it for an hour. That's what I did during this. Lost again.
It's one game.
Lost again.
You got to. It's a game on the road. Baltimore's a tough place to play. They got a good defense. Lamar is Russell Westbrook. He's gonna fucking ball out from time to time and knock your ass out.
They're 5-2. They have no running back. He's doing it all himself. OBJ looks like he's 1,000 years old. Lamar Jackson is literally doing this by himself. He had 357, 3 touchdowns, and it's what he's doing is impressive because they have nobody to help him out on that fucking team, dude. So good for Lamar Jackson, man. Ravens are 5-2. Congratulations. Next up, Steelers Rams. Another loss for me. Steelers are now 4-2 with a horrific offense over there. Mike Tomlin is the best coach that we probably have in the game today.
Like present performance, yes, probably,
Yeah. What he's never had to do with these shitty teams.
He's never had a losing season in his career, and it doesn't look like he will this year either.
4-2.
They have 2 extremely elite defensive players. That always helps. I mean, it's one thing to have a quote unquote good defense. It's another thing to have Minka Fitzpatrick and fucking TJ Watt. That's a whole other situation.
Yeah. Their defense is great. Their offense is horrific, and they're still winning.
And Highsmith. I mean, that's like 3 elite dudes on one defense. That's like old school Raven shit or something like that. But still, they're putting points on the board somehow. I don't know how. With fucking 86 yards rushing in the game and 214 yards passing, and they're still got 3 scores and a fucking
because it was on one of my quads, and it was 9-3 at halftime, and I was like, oh, gross. And then they're 24-17. Congratulations, Mike Tomlin.
It's so weird. I mean, I guess it's kind of a weird. It's kind of a weird division to play in because everybody's got the same issues. You know what I mean? Yeah. So maybe it just comes down to coaching at that point.
Maybe it does.
Everybody's got the same, but they're next to last, second to last in the league in passing, or in total yards. Excuse me. And in scoring, they're averaging 17.2 points a game.
And Small Hands is their quarterback. I mean, what Mike Tomlin is doing with his team is just magnificent. Congratulations.
They're scoring 17.2 points a game.
And they're 4-2.
And they're 4-2. And they're giving up 21.2 a game on average.
He hasn't passed for more than 235 yards.
He can't. It's those tiny little hands, dude. Won't let him throw the fucking ball.
I won't stand for small hand slander. But
Yeah. You got small hands?
Of course I do. Look at these BK Whopper Jr. hands.
I didn't know, dude. Whopper, Junior Whopper. Packers, Broncos. Said this was going to be a horrific game. It sure was. 19-7 over there.
Not worth watching. Oh, you skipped Cardinals Seahawks.
Cardinals. Well, shit. All right, that was my one win. I'm sorry. I did skip the one win that I had this week. I did have the Seahawks in that one. Thank you. But most of these guys are on my fantasy team. So, yeah, dude. I won this game. Did not bet the Packers versus Broncos there. Didn't watch it. Didn't need to. This is exactly what I said it was going to be. It's gross. There was only one touchdown for the Broncos there and then 90 field goals. Chargers, Chiefs. All right. Lost this game.
I mean, it's just Mahomes doing Mahomes shit on one side of the ball, but the real impressive part about this game was the fucking defense of Kansas City. Holy shit. I mean, if they're able to fucking sling a 3rd and 5th rounder for Chase Young or somebody like that to team up with Chris Jones, they are going to win the Super Bowl unless somebody dies.
It's nuts. And so, hey, this is another reason to join Drinkin Bros Sports on Facebook. We're not even getting paid for it. It's just a free thing. But we talk shit in there. We got all our bets in there and everything else. It was a listener who hit me up right before this game who was a big Chiefs fan. And he said, hey, dude, Taylor Swift is going to be at this game. I heard the show last week. And I go, oh, my God. So I was personally able to put in money on this. And no lie, that actually happens. But I can't go back in and put bet slips up again.
Hammer Kelsey over. Yards,
all of it,
touchdowns.
dude. All of it. So the Kelsey, the Chiefs, all
Well,
of it.
do that because
Thank
he's
you
the
for
only
posting
person
that I didn't know.
He's the only person that fucking Mahomes can throw to. That's why you do that.
And look, because she's a winner, you have to play to that level of a Taylor Swift. 12 receptions, 179 yards, and a tutty. That's it. You're on a Taylor Swift level, dude.
Plus, Mahomes is going to force the ball to his boy.
Fuck yeah. Because he's the best. He's the best quarterback.
It's because, and I'm just speculating here, but Taylor Swift is now best friends with Brittany Mahomes.
And Jackson was there. How did he get out of fucking...
How did
he get out of the house?
How the fuck did Taylor's team let her be photographed?
I don't know.
Yeah, because she's getting blown up on social media.
Oh, because they had a handshake, too. Did you see the handshake?
I don't think she knew. Like,
and the little
honestly,
wiggle
God,
fingers?
I don't think she knew. By the way, his court date was that Monday.
It was.
It got delayed or pushed. They went in and motioned to get it pushed back or whatever. But that's a fumble.
Because as it was going on, I was looking at Twitter as that game was going on, and they were like, Taylor Swift with a fucking sex offender.
And not even just like alleged and okay, let's have his.
No, we've all seen the video. Yeah.
He's on fucking video.
But that wasn't what I was speculating about. Now, you're right. That's definitely an issue for her team, and she got lit the fuck up.
Yeah.
It was two halves of the conversation. One half was like, how could you hang out with a guy like that? The other half was like, I am afraid for Taylor's safety. He's just going to rape her right there in the fucking suite.
Well,
but my speculation is that Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Brittany Mahomes, and Taylor Swift are all fucking having orgies now. That's what's going on.
That's a bridge too far.
No, it's not. That's what's happening.
She's not. She doesn't do that type
Who's
of
she?
Mahomes are
Who's she?
swingers, though.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, but the Mahomes are.
Brittany, yes.
How many
100%. I could see 10 different dicks going in Brittany.
Yeah, Taylor like fucking dates a dude for 3 months, writes a song about him. How many dicks have been in her?
But here's
thousands
the thing.
of dicks. Look, God bless.
Well,
God bless.
But I think the reason why none of those relationships stuck was it's just not her thing. She's just not good at it, and she would rather be writing a song.
You mean sucking dick?
Yes.
She definitely looks like she gives toothy head.
Yeah, it does not look enjoyable. It doesn't look like she likes sex.
And she's also a surfboard.
Well, no.
No. What do you mean no?
She's an athlete.
Jesus
She's an
Christ.
athlete. She's a beautiful woman.
Absolutely not.
We got some listeners in the back here. Homeboy shaking his head. It's only because your wife is next to you, you goddamn liar.
She is America's Helen of Troy. If she was kidnapped by terrorists tomorrow, we would launch a
yeah,
she's America's fucking Helen Keller. Maybe.
If she was on stage at that fucking EDM festival in Israel, we would have invaded the whole fucking country of Palestine.
No more.
Yo, they're wiped out. It's a fucking parking lot, dude, if they would have taken Taylor
Well,
Swift.
it sort of already is.
Well, we're headed there, but imagine if Taylor Swift was there. All the troops are just blasting that out of the tanks as we roll through there.
Bad blood is just fucking glaring at.
That would be. I don't support any of that, but if it was scored to Bad Blood, I'd probably watch.
Fuck yeah.
To be honest.
Then we got Bad Blood. And problem.
Did you ever? You said you played like Lamb of God and shit on your Humvee or whatever. Did you ever play any Taylor Swift off of that?
I don't.
Didn't you guys,
was she around back then?
Yeah. Didn't you say you guys? When were you there?
7 and 8.
That would have been early.
That would have been her first album.
She was still doing country music back then.
Yeah, that was. Our song is the slamming screen door. I mean,
this is before she hired Max Martin to write literally every single song she does.
No, she's good. She writes her own shit.
She does not.
She does.
Nope. Doesn't write any of them, actually.
Watch the doc and then get back to me.
I don't need to watch the doc. I
Watch
can
the
look at the
fucking
writing
doc.
credits on the fucking Grammys.
But watch it. Watch the doc. That's all I'm asking.
Anyway, so Dolphins-Eagles is the next one.
Yeah, I missed that one too. Look, I thought the Dolphins would show up, and they did not.
They're soft.
They are. They're a soft team, and I'm out on the Dolphins. This was I said this on last week's show. This was a game that the Eagles didn't really need. If they lost, who cares?
Yeah, but it's at the link. They're not going to lose this game.
It is, but the fact that they showed up when they finally had a fucking really good opponent and they stomped these guys
Dolphins only really scored 7 points.
They really did. If you watch this game, they really did, man.
Now,
and I was more impressed by the Eagles, and I mean, yeah, the Dolphins. I don't know.
The best performance of the day were by the refs.
Well, that was
who missed at minimum 11 calls. Every single one of them went the fucking Eagles' way.
So the Dolphins at 0.
The ref in question has been suspended previously.
Yep.
But for unethical refereeing.
I think he's from Delco, right?
Don't worry about it.
But Jalen Hurts looked really good. He did have one little slip up there, but I'll say this. Early in the season we were talking about him running. They are calling way more designed run plays for him than they were even earlier in the season.
Dude, and I keep saying this. So in the second half, I don't know if you guys noticed, he had a fucking massive leg brace on.
Yeah.
Stop running Jalen Hurts for Christ's sakes.
I don't know if it's something with Sirianni or what, but every single week it's a different run package for them. Someone's Gainwell or Stott or fucking what's his name, DeAndre Swift. Every single week it's a different run package.
But you got a stable full of backs there. Why run your quarterback who's your, they like him.
I saw this was kind of a controversial topic people are starting to dislike Sirianni who aren't Eagles fans. I want to get your opinion. Do you guys like Sirianni?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I do.
Why? What are people saying that they don't like about him? I think he's all right.
Smug and the way he reacts, and he just seems
coach.
like he's from Delco. So
yeah, he seems like a dick.
His personality fits the team.
I think,
and I like that about him. The same way that Jerry Glanville fit the Falcons back in the day. I like the cowboy hat and the whole shit. Like that, it fits.
I think that Peterson's probably a better coach. That was weird they got rid of him, but if it's about you are right, embodying the soul of the city like that could be. It's probably more important for football than any other sport.
Doug's got his statue.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fine, but I like Sirianni. I don't mind all the shit, and I think he's a really good coach. Last but not least here, if it couldn't get worse for me this week, 49ers, minus 6.5 to the Vikings, and all of it. All the money went out the window there.
This was just a rough game all around. 49ers were on their heels the whole time. They didn't get a great push on the line like they normally do. They didn't control the line of scrimmage on the defensive side for the first game this season, really.
We thought the 49ers had the best defense in football. Kirk Cousins had 378 yards passing.
I still think they do.
Against them. I don't know. I don't know. Jordan Addison caught that fucking ball, ripped it out of homeboy's hands.
That was a great play.
Ran for that touchdown right before half, and the game was over at that point. That was it.
Yeah, but they had, who was it? Travarius Ward did the same thing. He's a great fucking, he's a safety, right?
Yeah.
Ripped that ball out of homeboy's arms. There's some great plays in this game, but
I got one game right this week.
Purdy was accurate for the most part, except for that last part of the fourth quarter. But I think not having Debo in that lineup really fucks them up. Even with McCaffrey in there, even with Ayuk in there, even with Kittle in there, anytime they play without Debo, it seems to go wrong for them, which is interesting because he's a very versatile player. You know what I mean? Like he plays a lot of different positions. But you should be able to, like Kittle, Ayuk, and McCaffrey, you should be able to fucking get shit done with that, I feel like.
I think it's I think they got a real party mouth problem up there. But
I don't think Brock Purdy is an issue.
Find out. Has not looked great the last couple weeks here.
He was 21 for 30.
They're all 5 yards.
Pretty good.
When it counted, dude.
No, he had it. His average was 9.1.
Was he throwing 5 picks in the last 2 games?
I don't know what he did last game. Was it 3?
Mm-hmm. How many do you have in this one? 2?
No, he's thrown 3 picks in the last 2 games.
I know, Ross, you always bring up like yards per pass or whatever, where you're saying guys don't take chances. The quarterbacks that take the most risks are like the Mac Jones, Zach Wilson. If you like statistically speaking, they're not very good quarterbacks.
No, I guess I'm spoiled by Mahomes, to be honest with you.
There is not currently, nor has there ever been a Patrick Mahomes, and there probably won't be again.
And here's the thing, I and I'm not a Chiefs fan in real life at all, but we gamble so much that I typically bet on the Chiefs one way or the other, week by week. So I've seen all of their fucking games, and like, God damn it, I think he's underappreciated, and then I watch the rest of these bullshit people, and it's not even close.
It is kind of funny to think about that. Probably the best quarterback of all time. We'll see. Like time will tell. He's still got to put up. He's still got to stay healthy and put up the numbers. Mm-hmm. But most likely the best quarterback we've ever seen, and he does still feel a little bit underrated
because he's doing it with so easy.
He's doing it with Sky Moore and Marquez Valdez-Scantling. I mean, Travis Kelce's great. Don't get me wrong, but he's doing it with dudes I've never fucking heard of.
Scrubs.
You know, I mean, MBS came from Green Bay via Las Vegas, right? He went to the Raiders for 1 year.
Yeah,
it's like. And Sky Moore is your number 1 receiver. Kadarius Toney, we thought might be good. He can't stay healthy, and even when he was healthy, he wasn't very good.
Well, they just traded for McCole Hardman to get him back, so he'll be back in the lineup this week.
Yeah, but Hardman never was a huge standout.
No, but he was always good for 3 to 4 games that were 120 yards, and you were like, holy shit, he caught an 80-yard bomb. I think that's what it is, and it's just the ease. Watching him play week to week.
That was when Tyreek Hill
so easy
was
for
there.
that guy. I know.
When Tyreek Hill was there, McCole Hardman went for 700 yards. The year he left, 300.
Imagine if he was still there right now. Because Tyreek Hill is still Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill is the best receiver I've ever seen, to be honest.
Dude. He's up there.
Not the best receiver. That's not right. The most dangerous receiver I've ever seen.
Yeah, he can just take off, too. He's just too fast. All right, kids. We're brought to you by MyBookie.com. Promo code Drinkin Bros will get you 110% back on that deposit. You're allowed to fill it up again. They added it back this week. Simply because we've all lost our fucking asses here the last 2 weeks. That's it. I read you the email live on air the other day. I hope they're not pissed off about it. But thanks for being cool. They do listen to the show, and they're like, yo, man, what the fuck, Rob? I'm like, hey, look, I got 1 game right. So 1. Thank you for doing that, man. So go there. Tons of stuff to bet on if you're from Arizona and you're the one person that is going to watch the World Series there. Great World Series there. Great World Series odds on that stuff. Maybe there's a Creed over-under. I'm not really sure how that's going to work out in this series over there. Plenty of bets for college football right now. UFC, shit, that fight is off now with Stipe versus Jones. But plenty of stuff. A million things to bet on over there. It's a blast right now. And hopefully I'm able to turn it around this week. Go to mybookie.com. Use the promo code Drinkin Bros to get 110% back on that first deposit. Let's go. Next up, we got drinkinbrostickets.com. If you want to go to any of these games or anything, concerts, you want to go to Adele or whatever, man, they're there. Anything you could dream of, it is on that site and available to buy. It's about $10 cheaper than StubHub over there. If you're going to this Thursday night game in Buffalo, tickets are $50 if you want to pop on in. And it's Buccaneers versus Bills on the Thursday night game. Buffalo -8.5. Who you got, Anthony?
At home, yeah. Buffalo will take that.
Yeah. I'm going to take it too. Look, if we're going off of what I just said from last week, how they're horrific one week and then great the next week, well, they lost last week, so that means they're going to win this week and cover. And then this over-under of 43, too. If you're looking to tease both of those down, add a fun little teaser to it, which I'm sure I'll do all the things on this game because I want to try to get a nice runway into the weekend here. But I'm going to take Buffalo minus 8.5. I'm also going to put this in a teaser at 7. Drop this over down to 36. And drop it down to Buffalo minus 1.5. And again, I'm going to try to give myself a real nice runway into the weekend. And all the prop bets are on my bookie. They're about $350 per game. So you can bet on every single player across the board. I did it for Ohio State last week. Won all the things and the money, and it was awesome. You can do that too with your favorite players here if you believe in them. Next up, we got the Rams at the Cowboys. This is a fun game. This is a fun noon game for us here because we're Central Time, obviously. This is Dallas minus 6.5. Cowboys are coming off the bye. Who you got, Anthony?
I don't know, man. I kind of feel like the Rams might make some kind of push this year.
Well, they're 3-4 right now.
Yeah, they've lost some tough games. That one against the Steelers was tough, and one of them was against the Eagles. Lost a field goal game against the Bengals at Cincinnati. Going to Dallas, I mean, probably 6.5 seems like a bait, though. I think it might be a field goal game, to be honest.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I just don't trust Dak Prescott to not throw 30 fucking picks in this game.
Yeah, look, Cowboys are coming off a bye. For that reason, I'm going to take the Cowboys in this one, minus 6.5. Rams haven't looked that great the last couple weeks. They're down to like their 5th string running back at this point. I don't even know who it is. I think they had to get somebody off a practice squad or no. They re-got was remember Darrell Henderson from like 4 years ago from the Rams. He was played there for off and on for better part of like 5 years. He's back, so I guess he's going to start for those guys. But they're really, really thin at running back. I love this over/under at 45.5 because I think the Rams will be down. They're going to have to chase. Cooper Kupp is back, and Nakua, who's on my fantasy team, has been torching people this year. So he's already got 58 receptions, 752 yards on the year so far, and we're only in week 6. I mean, shit, dude, he's been great for me. So I'm going to take that over.
Teams at home after a bye week win about 78% of the time. Teams on the road after a bye week win about 30% of the time.
There you go, Cowboys.
I'm not betting on the Cowboys, though.
Okay, fair enough.
Because they fucking suck.
Fair enough. Next up, we got the world-beating Vikings. Here they go. They're on this run again, dude. They started off, 0-4? They won the last 3.
Yeah.
They're at the Packers. This is an even line, which is odd to me.
Yeah.
They're dealing right now, man. I watched them fucking absolutely rip my dick off my body with the 49ers the other night. I'm not betting against them now. I'm going to take the Vikings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I mean, if money lines that 1, 2,
It's a pick 'em.
It's a pick 'em game.
3, 4, 5,
Vegas thinks the
6,
Vikings
7.
are-
They ripped off a 7-game win streak last year.
Yep.
The year before that, not so much, but in the COVID year, I think they ripped off. Didn't they have like a 6-game win streak or some shit? I don't know.
Kirk Cousins already has 2,000 yards passing.
Yeah,
16
the
tutties.
Vikings should win. I don't understand the line, to be honest. I know Jefferson's out, but
I think the Vikings are much better.
Yeah.
they're quite a bit better than the Packers for sure. The Packers do have a really good defense, but they can't move the ball.
No. So I look, I'm all in on the Vikings here. I'm not going to overthink this. Next up, you got the Falcons at the Titans. Is there a grosser game on the planet? Oh, yes, there is. You know why? Guess who's starting for the Titans this week? Will Levis. There we go, dude. Levis versus Ritter. What a game. What a fucking game, huh? What a world.
Tannehill's got 2 touchdowns and 6 interceptions this year.
He's benched. He's on the bench.
Bijan Robinson is questionable for this game.
Yeah, so I started him last week. Not a fun thing. Coach didn't tell anyone that he was sick until halftime. Thanks, you fucking dick.
What has he got, COVID or something?
I don't know.
He must, right, if it's that long, because he's still listed as questionable as of today.
Yeah, because it was supposed to be some fucking stomach virus or whatever.
Oh, his tum-tum?
Fuck
Yeah, it was
Arthur Smith.
Virus.
His little
Well, he
tum-tum.
shouldn't still be questionable. This is Atlanta minus 2.5 here. Look, this line is exactly where it should be. This is going to be, if you love field goals, this is the game for you. This is it. So bring all the whole family over. Hey, kids, you want to see another 38-yard field goal? Sit on down and watch the Falcons-Titans game. So, yeah, if you're betting this, you might as well, I don't know, put one bullet and an old-timey gun, just kind of spinning it around, see what happens.
So they're
dude.
starting Will Levis.
Yeah.
They announced that already?
They did.
Not Malik, whatever the fuck his name is, Malik Willis?
No. They've already given up on him. So
Well, he
Will
came in to
Levis is
replace Tannehill last game against the Ravens.
Did he really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's weird, man.
I
don't
can't
know.
bring myself to watch the Titans. I'm not betting this fucking game.
Yeah, I probably won't bet it, but I might.
Is there an over/under of field goals in this game on my book?
The
Yeah, I'll bet that.
over/under is 36.
No shit. that means
11,
that means 12
yeah.
field goals right there. 12 field goals.
Put the over.
Yeah, exactly. On 12 field goals, 6 out of each kicker. Next up, we got Saints at the Colts. There.
Oh, God.
This is crazy, man. This is another line that's a pick'em line here in this one. Man, no, no, nope.
If I turned on, if I looked on ESPN at like 4:00 on Sunday, and I saw that either one of these teams had 3 interceptions or more, wouldn't be shocked.
No.
So I'm not gonna.
You know what I am going to do in this game? I'm going to do this over under 43.5 though. Minshew has been torching it. They've been scoring like 90 points a game.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do the over. I'm not going to. Yes, this line is a pick'em because that's exactly what it is. It's a bunch of people flipping coins in a back room.
It'll be fun.
I'm sure it will be, but no interest because I'm gonna be watching that Rams Cowboys game to start with here, and nothing else is tickling my dick right now to toggle off of that. I mean, the quad screen will put me on there. Next up, we got the old Patriots at the Dolphins here. This is the Dolphins minus 9.5.
This is the problem game for New England, no matter how good they are, though. At Miami,
Always has been, dude.
Yeah,
For
even during Brady's entire time,
30 years.
I think Brady was like 4-7 in Miami or some stupid shit like that. I don't know, but Miami looked a little out of sorts this week.
7-9 in his career in Miami.
Yeah.
There were no playoff games there, I wouldn't imagine. So it was all regular season.
I think there was one actually.
Did that include any time with?
There was one playoff game. It was a wild card game.
Did that include any Buccaneers games?
I will. Oh, you know what? The stat is from 2018, so I might need to.
You might have got to refresh that, dog.
At any rate, I doubt he has a losing record against any other team.
No,
probably
so
right.
He has
like a home or away.
12 of his 82 career losses, it looks like. So nearly 15% of all of his losses came against the Dolphins.
Damn. So he lost 3 at home, or that 7-9 is total, right? Or just in Miami.
Yeah, in Miami.
So in Miami.
I think he's 24-12 overall.
Yeah.
Damn, sugar.
Yeah. Anyways,
I'm taking Miami.
yeah, Miami's gonna. This is like a come out, blow shit up.
Yeah, they look
get revenge against a different team.
They looked like dog shit last
Yeah.
week. They got to fucking turn it up this week. They're 5-2. I mean, Bills are doing whatever the Bills are doing, so they can still win this division.
The Dolphins will make the playoffs. So who cares? It doesn't matter.
And they'll win this game, so you're fine with it. Next up is Jets at the Giants. Holy shit.
This line, the over under is actually higher than the fucking Falcons Titans.
Sure is.
Which is surprising because neither one of these teams can score really.
No,
Especially not against you. These are two relatively good defenses too. I mean, the Jets are extremely good. The Giants are pretty good.
This is Jets -3 in this one, and if you're betting this, should you be allowed to live? Do you trust anybody like that, like who bets on a game like this?
Well, you can. I mean, there's props that it probably makes sense because I think, if I'm not mistaken, statistically, I think although what's his nuts has been sacked that many times, I think the Giants have the worst performing offensive line in the NFL. Mm-hmm. If you factor in the run game and everything, and the Jets' pass rush is not to be fucked with. So somebody might die in this game.
Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah. Well, he's already gotten stabbed through the lungs or something a couple years ago, right?
And he won that lawsuit. Actually, they settled pretty quick, which was smart on the organization's part. But yeah, if you're watching this, man, chances are we're not friends in real life, and you have a death wish.
I might take the under.
Like, I'll put it this way: if somebody's driving you home or to a dinner or to a family event or a movie or something this weekend, and they kind of just peer over at you as they're driving the car, and they're like, "Hey, man, I can't wait to watch that Jets Giants game this weekend." Hit the brakes. Get out of the fucking car. I don't even care if it's still moving. Open the door and roll yourself out of it because they're going to drive you into a goddamn tree and kill you.
I know at
That's
least
a
2
psychopath.
people that will watch this.
Who's that?
Our friends at Slick and Thick.
Oh, yeah. But they're dirtbags.
Yeah.
Like that, I wouldn't let them drive either. Like, they're going to kill themselves, too. Like, that's Yes, those fucking dirtbags. Absolutely. That's what I'm talking about. It's disgusting humans, dude. Not watching that bullshit. Next up, Jaguars at the Steelers. This is a fun game. Jaguars are 5-2 now. Steelers scoring 17 points a game. This is Jacksonville minus 2.5. What do you do here? What do you do here, D'Anthony?
Let me check something right quick.
Check those jeans for an erection.
Preseason. I'm probably going to take the Steelers.
Yeah, why not?
The problem for Jacksonville is if their timing gets interrupted, they don't do well in that game, right? That's probably true for everybody, but it's especially true for them. Lawrence is an okay quarterback. I don't think he's a great quarterback. So doesn't adjust well in the game. Steelers pass rush is going to be all over his ass. I think the Steelers. I think
he's still kind of hurt. So
yeah, I think the Steelers win this game. To be honest,
I think it's a gross ass game.
I'm going to take the 2.5, but I think the Steelers win this game.
Same. It's going to be a gross game, bro. So I get ready. This is going to be 17-14. Next up, we got Eagles at the Redskins. Don't understand this line. This is Philly minus 6.5. What am I missing on this one? Well, this is a team that just got beat by the Giants, the worst team in the whole goddamn league, 14-7 last week.
Yeah, to be honest,
all in on the Eagles.
Like the Commanders/Redskins may be trading people away before this game even starts. So to be honest, I would take Eagles minus 6.5 right now.
Right now, I'm all in on this game. Next up, you got Texans at the Panthers here. This is gross. This is really gross. Panthers are 0-6.
Yeah, they're intentionally not going to win any games.
Probably not.
Although they won't do that because their first round pick goes to Chicago either way.
Oh shit. Dude.
Yeah, so it doesn't really matter. They're fucked either way.
Wow.
But they have been losing by quite a bit more than this every single week. So yeah, I'll take the fucking. I mean, C.J. Stroud probably throws for like 500 yards in this game.
Probably does, dude. I'm in on the Texans on this one. I'm with you. I'm taking Texans. I'll drop this down to 2.5 and buy a 0.5 point on this one. Next up, Deshaun Watson and the 4-2 Browns at the 4-2 Seahawks.
Well,
here.
Deshaun Watson's not playing.
Is he not?
No.
Is that confirmed? Mm-hmm. Okay. So he's out. Wow, that's weird.
And that's new.
All right. Seahawks minus 3.5. Look, traveling across the country. I don't think P.J. Walker can continue this bullshit. I'm going to take the Seahawks in this.
P.J. Walker is not the one fucking. He's got 0 touchdowns and 3 interceptions.
P.J.
It's not him. It's fucking Myles Garrett, and Myles Garrett will 100% be continuing. Now, the Seahawks have a pretty dynamic offense. Yeah. They got a lot of fucking stuff going on over there. I don't know, man. 3.5 at 38. That's.
PJ.
I'll take the Seahawks, but at 2.5, not 3.5.
All right. I think they win by a touchdown. I'm all right with it. I'm taking the Seahawks in this one. Next up, we got the Chiefs at the Broncos. And another one where it's like, what am I missing right now?
This is a rivalry game for both teams. Obviously, this is a rivalry game.
Still?
Chiefs love to, it's the fan bases. It's not about anything else.
Okay.
Chiefs love to go into Denver and fucking blast these dudes out. Yeah, I'll take Chiefs minus 7 all day.
Minus 7, dude. Look, you know the rules in the show. I'll buy a 0.5 point for safety. So it'll be Chiefs minus 6.5. All in on this. God damn it. I'm going to look back at this show next week and be like, wow, Ross, you were. This is what I said last week. I thought it was easy. And then, yeah. We'll see. Next up, Ravens at the Cardinals here. Cardinals are 1-6. It appears they've given up for the rest of the year.
Wait, I thought Kyler Murray was coming back this week?
Oh, shit. That's right. Is he? I heard a rumor that Kyler Murray might be coming back this week. Bob, can you confirm that?
Check it out.
Yay or nay?
He's not coming back.
I know he is. He's coming back.
They got their QB of the future, Josh Dobbs.
Yeah, he's designated to return from the PUP list.
This was his
last Wednesday.
This was his first week practicing.
Yeah.
Look at that, dude. He's
also
back.
another quarterback that takes chances, Josh Dobbs. You'd love him.
Yeah. But they have 21 days from last Wednesday. So now 14 days. So they got 2 more weeks before they have to activate him to the roster.
All right.
So not confirmed that he'll play or not. Not that it would matter against the Ravens. They're going to fucking tear him up. But
tickets are $17 if you're in the Arizona area. Same price as those World Series tickets, probably. Look, I'm fine with taking the Ravens in this one, minus 8.5. It'll probably end up in a teaser card, to be honest with you, just because the Cardinals are one of those weird teams who's covered a lot of these games. But check into Drinkin Bros Sports on Facebook.
They've not covered.
Who do you got?
They like Seahawks, they lost by 10. The Rams, they lost by 15. Bengals, they lost by 14. 49ers, they lost by 21 or 19, excuse me.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they've not been covered. Yeah, I'll take the Ravens. 8.5.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Ravens here, too. 8.5 here. Let's fucking go, dude. Let's fucking go. I'm starting to get this false sense of confidence back, dude, for this week. Bengals at the 49ers. Great game. Great game. Both teams need this right now.
Some breaking news on this game.
49ers have dropped 2 in a row. What do we got?
Brock Purdy is in the concussion protocol.
Is he really?
As of today, yeah.
And it looks like
Puddin'.
Sam Darnold will be starting for the 49ers.
Oh, dude.
He's going to get some revenge on the Bengals.
You know what? We're going to find out if he's actually good. What if he's actually good and we never fucking knew it all these years? Because he never had a fucking team. Now he's got George Kittle, Ayuk to throw to, McCaffrey in the backfield. What a is the fucking dude, man. Doofy Jeans USA. Man, that would be hilarious if he beat the Bengals.
Or if he sucks, do we put some more respect on Purdy?
No, I put him in the same category. They've always been in the same category for me. So he can only go up in my book, but whatever, man. This is San Fran minus 3.5 here. This is a tough game to pick because I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to know when. With Joe Burrow, you know it's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a breakout game coming at some point, and then they'll go on a 5 or 6 game run, but you don't know when. Seems unlikely it's on the road against San Francisco, even with Brock Purdy out, frankly. Yeah. But he's a fucking baller, so who knows, man.
I know, man. This one I'll stay away from, but I'm going to watch the shit out of this. I'm really interested in this game. This will be fun, man. Next up, Bears at the Chargers on Sunday nights. Why?
Yeah, who's that for?
Who is that for? Is there a World Series game and they were just like, fuck it. We don't like.
There is no World Series game on Sunday.
Strange. And this is what you chose? You chose to do this to yourself? Bears haven't been good since what, the 40s? And we're looking at they were like, oh, hey, let's put them on the Sunday night game. Fuck it.
Do this all the time with the Giants, the Bears, all these major markets, and their teams suck, and they just force feed us down our throats.
Yeah.
Giants, Bears.
Yeah, I'm tired of it.
And the fucked up thing is, we're all watching it. Like, everybody's watching it. Bam. That game last night, that Vikings 49ers game, did you know the ratings were up 58% year over year for that game? I mean, the ratings are so disgusting, even for these dog shit games. And I'll watch this. I'll lap it up. I got nothing else to do on Sunday nights. There's no Sopranos, no nothing. I'll fill up my fucking dog's bowl full of soup and just lap this game up like a dummy. And I'll take the Chargers minus 8.5. Sorry, I'll do it. I'll jack the over up to. I'll bet a teaser on this. I'll do all this stupid shit, and you can watch. You can see me do it. You'll see those bet slips on Sunday night in fucking Drinkin Bros Sports on Facebook. You'll see them, and you'll respond, and you'll say you're fucking gross. Call the 1-800 number. Do something like yeah. I'll bet it. I just made fun of this, but I'll bet this.
No, you're gonna. So you know yin and yang in life, right? Mm-hmm. Like that little circle with the stuff, and then sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad.
Yeah.
As motivated as you are right now about this bet, that's how depressed you're gonna be in a week. Mm-hmm. Just so you know.
I already know, but it's not going to stop me from dropping this down to 1.5.
You know what it's like?
30.
You know what it's like? It's like doing cocaine all night. You know you're going to feel like shit tomorrow, but it feels good now.
But there's just one more line.
Yeah.
This is it. This game is one more line. It's gross. It's disgusting. You know you shouldn't do it, but you're going to do it anyways. Sorry, it is. One more line. And then we get to this Monday night game. God damn it, man. Who's putting the Raiders on Monday night? Raiders, Lions. That's the Monday night game.
I wonder how, what is there a committee that does the scheduling, or how does it work?
If so,
do certain teams because the Cowboys, the Lions, and the Bears, or the Cowboys and the Lions always play on Thanksgiving. That's just a thing, right?
Yeah.
So is it something like that? Like each team, not every team has to be on Monday or Thursday night, right?
No,
that's not a thing.
The Falcons don't have any of these games.
Yeah, so
none of these games,
or even Sunday night necessarily. So
I got nothing.
How do they decide this? Is it based on like the time of year and what's going? Like you would think there would be some kind of granular psychographic marketing going on.
No idea, but whoever scheduled this Sunday night game and this Monday night game, we should line them up in the street. Tie their arms and legs to wild horses, and then smack their ass like it was a fucking Cisco video, dude. Like, this is awful.
That's called being drawn, by the way. Yeah.
Oh.
And then quartered after.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, maybe cover them in
Detroit -8.
Cover them in honey.
Yeah.
Set bees on them or bears or some shit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't know. By the way, 1, 2, 3, fucking 4. Is there one more? 4 games this week, 8 points or more spread. I don't know if I've seen that.
I haven't seen it in a very long time.
It's a shitty matchup week.
It is.
It is. Yeah, but
is.
it's like usually you don't see much over 7. You don't see much over 6 in the NFL usually.
No.
You got 4 games, 8 or more this week. That's crazy.
It's crazy, man. Crazy.
I'm not betting this stupid shit. I don't know. Check back. We'll cover this on Monday morning recap.
Yeah. But I'll bet it. You know me. I'll bet it. I'll pop this in a teaser on Monday night, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll do it. So fuck up. Fuck off. I don't want to hear it anymore. Gross games this week, kids. All right. But we appreciate you tuning in. I'm heading out to draft my child's basketball team tonight. Should be fun. I'm looking forward to that.
Let me give you some advice.
Oh, don't say it. Don't say it.
I won't tell you who to draft first, but definitely
Nope.
draft the white kids last.
No.
Well, not last. If there's Asian kids, that's probably last.
Last,
but,
yeah. Or Mexicans, yeah. But,
Yeah.
Should be fun, though. We appreciate you tuning in, kids. Go rate the fucking show. Don't be an asshole. Go to iTunes. Rate the show 5-star and leave a quick review. All right? That's it. Spotify, same thing. Just fucking touch the button and then walk away. You'll forget about it later. The advertisers love it. And it keeps this whole fucking shit going. All right? For D'Anthony Holloway, I'm Ross Patterson. This is Week 8 in the NFL Pick'em Show. Good night, everyone.